Welcome guys. In today's video we are going to talk about power and electrical energy. A lot of people used to think that power and energy are the same, but they are not the same. The both of them are different. They are talking about different things. So before I go into what is power and energy, let's define power first. So we say that a power is the work performed by electrical current throughout a period of time. Okay, this is the simple definition of power. And now let's define electrical energy. Here, electrical energy is the capacity to do work. Then let's see the unit of these two before I go into deep explanation. So the unit of power is known as watts. So whenever you see watt, it's talking about power. And the unit of energy is known as joule. So whenever you see joule, it's talking about energy. So electrical energy is the product of power multiplied by the length of time it was consumed. So whenever we are talking about power and energy, there is another thing involved, which is time. So we are going to see that in a minute first. Then here we say that 1 watt of power is applied for 1 seconds. This seconds is the time which I say that is involved. The work done is 1 joule. When 1 watt of power is applied for 1 seconds, the work done is 1 joule, which is energy, the amount of energy being taken to perform the work. So here, let me explain this power and energy. When we are talking about power, we are talking about work. A lot of people used to confuse themselves using these two words, power and energy, thinking they are the same, but they are not the same. So whenever you see power, we are talking about power is all about work being done. That is what power is talking about. Why energy is the strength, the capacity, the strength used in performing the work. Okay. In electronics, some components are rated, they have their power rating, which says that how much work they can perform, the amount of work they can work. So whenever we are talking about power, we are talking about work. And whenever we are talking about energy, we are talking about strength. Okay, let's take for an instance what we normally say, that we don't have energy to work. In our own definition now, by that sentence that we say that we don't have the energy to work, that is applied to electronics. Power is talking about work, while energy is talking about the strength being used in performing that work. Okay, so whenever you see power, know that it's talking about work being performed. So whenever you see power in electronics, that means the amount of work being done in that circuit. And whenever you see joule, which is energy, remember that I said that the unit of power is watts and the unit of energy is joule. Okay, so when you see some components that have their power rating, know that that's what they are trying to say is the amount of work that component can work. The amount of work the component can perform. Okay, so here let's see how we can let's see about the power and energy triangle, how we can do some maths in them. So here is a triangle of solving joule, watts. This one is joule, why this is watts, why this one is time. So whenever you want to know how much energy in your circuit, you have to times the watts, the amount of work being done. Remember, this is not work, this is watts. Watts is talking about power. So you have to times watt, you have to times watts to the amount of time being the amount of time it takes to perform that work to get your energy. So here is the formula. So to find time, to find the amount of time being used in performing work, you have to divide joule by watts, you get your time. If you want to find your joule, if you want to find your joule, which is energy, you have to times watts times time, the time, you get your energy. And if you want to find your wattage, you have to divide joule, you have to do joule divided by time to get your watt. So guys, this is all about power and energy. Here we're talking about electrical energy, not forms of energy. We're talking about electrical energy, power and electrical energy.